Yeah, 3:31 on my laptop. Hello and good afternoon to everybody. Just imagine our customers, the engineers of our customers, or even any other person meets with the igus team in a totally different world. A world which is independent from space, from location, from time. What do they do there? Well, they design new machines, they touch new products. They look at parameters, technical areas, or even to the extent that they maybe program a robot with voice control. What I'm telling you now is not really part of a futuristic movie anymore. That's today a reality. Something which igus has realized in the so-called igoverse. And this is something where we are continuously improving, expanding, and experiencing. Ladies and gentlemen, all guests, editors, and journalists, I very warmly welcome you to the igus ASEAN Press Conference 2023. My name is Carsten Hecker. I'm the head of igus Asia Pacific. And the whole press conference is today about engineering. Engineering, and this is where we introduce the more than 190 different product news which igus has developed and which we are showcasting on the HMI show. What is engineering? Obviously, if you look at the dictionary, you can't really find this word. I couldn't similarly, but what I did, I asked ChatGPT. And ChatGPT tells me, well, it's a combination of enjoyment and engineering. And this is exactly what we will experience now over the next 30 minutes. Engineering and looking at in specifically what we can do for you. Before I hand over to my colleague, who is actually live on the igus Motion Plastic Show, I would like to take out three very exciting products or applications which I personally would like to introduce to you. The first one is all around sustainability. So for igus, it's very important as a plastic company that we ensure that our products go back into the circular economy. And therefore, we have developed a platform which we call the Change Platform. The Change Platform is an opportunity for our customers to return their worn out or used energy chains, not necessarily only igus energy chains. We even take back competitors' change. We make sure that these products go back in the circular economy. We recycle these products and we build new systems and new energy chains out of it. So the first one, which is a completely recycled energy chain system, is the Cradle chain, which is now available for sale. The second one, very exciting, a little bit out of the typical igus products, is the so-called igus Spike. The igus Spike is a, let's say, bike which looks a little bit different, as you can see from the picture. It's made totally out of post-consumer trash. We use around 15 kg of plastic materials to build this frame. And we put all the igus bearings and related parts into the movement application. Very exciting. The igus bike is ready for sale right now in specific locations. And we will also bring this to ASEAN in due time. And the third one, and this is also another, I call it very interesting, fashionable product. This is the so-called RBTX platform. The RBTX platform is basically a platform which is developed by igus. And on this platform, we as a company sell all products related to robotics, to automation, but not only us. There are also basically a lot of suppliers where we can combine products, for example, end effector application system integrators. Apart from only buying at this platform, a very exciting part is also the testing of the products. So that means if you as a customer have specific applications or let's say applications where you would like to test before you possibly invest, this is part of the design what we have been done. You can book dates with our experts and we will build the system exactly in the way you would like to have it. And hopefully at the end, obviously, you buy the products from us. So without going further into more details, I would now hand over to Anna. Anna is live in Cologne at the igus Motion Plastic booth, and she will take over right now from us. Thank you very much.
Hello and welcome also from my side. My name is Anna Schneider, and as Carsten already mentioned, I'm standing here in Cologne at our igus Motion Plastics show. And this year we have 190 new product innovations, of which we will now show you the highlights. Enjoy.
Hello, good afternoon, good morning, and welcome to the igus Press Conference 2023 and the igus News 2023. Decarbonization and reducing CO2 are mega topics and also Hanover show topics. For igus, recycling, circular economy is one major element of decarbonization. We showed you this igus bike last year, and two news on that right away to start off. Number one, last year we announced we would make it also from virgin material, no more. We will make this bicycle only exclusively from post-consumer plastic waste, and we start with a supply chain from discarded fisher nets. And the other news is that together with our partner Material Bike, the young startup in Holland, we decided that igus will get the job after all to produce the bicycle and market it, so there will be an igus bike consumer brand. We were quite busy in the last 10 months in the lab and in development. The completely grease-free plastic ball bearing makes it up to 21,000 kilometers, now also in salt water for the winter. The crank, 20,000 kilometers. Freewheel and gear and sprockets all are being tested in the lab, and very good for us, the structural parts, the fork and the frame, pass very stringent external tests, so we are sure now that we can produce these structural parts from discarded shampoo bottles from consumer plastic waste. igus will start the sales in the Cologne area end of August. Cologne is flat, it's an urban bike, and we will observe very closely customers' reaction, performance, and test some service packages around it. Hanover show, 190 news for igus. It's a record for us. Our company's goals are improve what moves with motion plastics, reduce CO2, and ideally have zero plastic waste, and make it easy for our customers. Under the motto Enjoy-neering, this year we show 10 internal digital products that we think will unleash engineering power for our clients with play. And I show you one app that I use the word, find very cool, and we start with that. It's the igus Go app, igus Go loop-free. Here's Alexa.
Hello
Some
there.
of you know her.
Welcome. Hi,
Alexa,
Frank.
welcome to you. She's usually the head of international marketing. Today you double as the design engineer of a bicycle.
Exactly.
And your terrible boss tells you make it lightweight, long-lasting, and completely grease-free. And how does the igus Go loop-free help you?
Well, I have the igus Go app installed on my iPad, and I'm just going to take a picture of the application in front of me of this bike with you in the background. Yes.
And I'm not. That's okay.
You're not disturbing.
Okay.
And it brings me to an overview. It recognizes the application and brings me to an overview of potentials where igus motion plastics have been successfully installed in a bicycle.
If it had been a different bicycle?
It doesn't matter. The app recognizes the category bike, and it'll show us every successful application of igus motion plastics.
So basically everything that moves in a bicycle.
That's right.
The rear swing arm is a very ardent application. Plastic bearings really in it? Can we see?
Yeah, let's look into here. It's described. If we scroll down, we'll see a variety of bearings that have been already successfully used.
Okay, so in different makers and different brands.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I recognize J3. Can you click on that?
Let's take a look. We're linked right into the online shop, And there we can see the price of the part, delivery time.
Okay, now I want to know how long it lasts in my bicycle,
No
in our
problem.
bicycle.
No problem. We can link you right into the lifetime calculator and you can calculate this.
Okay, so this igus Go app, we will show it in Hanover, and in the summer we will have it for hundreds of applications. So if you are engineering a coffee machine or water turbine or anything in between, you take a photo and the igus app will lead you, supported by artificial intelligence, will lead you to the right solution and to all these services.
The Drylin T mini guide offers more design freedom. Sliding elements made of Iglidur E3 achieve an improved coefficient of friction of up to 40%. Bearing distances and position of the drive can thus be selected more flexibly. The mini slides can now also be selected with spring preload. Different preload classes for defined displacement forces are available. Whether drawers or table pullouts, for furniture or in automation technology, telescopic slides are used everywhere. The new heavy-duty series NT35P HD extends the application areas of this compact size. Like the outer rail, the middle rail is also made of aluminium and also coated with Iglidur IC05. Through this, the telescope can take up twice as much load as the previous standard, and the extension length is extended to up to 1000 millimeters.
Alexa, Rebel dance for me. Alexa, Rebel stop. Hi together, and this is exactly what we mean with digital transformation. My voice controlled Amazon Alexa in the cloud, and Amazon Alexa controlled the Rebel. Welcome to the news of Locus Automation. We have with us this year, or this week, 52 news. But don't be afraid, I will tell only something to perhaps 40 news. Locus Automation stands for affordable automation. That means our mission is to make robots cheap. How do we doing that? We are doing that by using plastic as much as we can, especially for the motion parts. Not everyone is believing us that we are doing 98% of all the robot parts by ourselves. That means the molding part, that means the drilling part, but also the PCBs, also the firmware and the software programming. As a symbol for this revolution of affordable robots, there is the Rebel, a 60 UF cobot for 4,970 euros, only 8.2 kilogram. He can handle 2 kilogram payload. That's nearly 25%. I think this is really great. What is new with the Rebel? We tested the Rebel with the Institute for Working Safety for all cobot demands. This is the TS in accordance to the TS 15066. This is the cobot norm. This is very important for all applications where the cobot is directly in contact to humans for cooperation or collaboration applications. I'm totally proud that I can announce that there's a new family member to the Rebel family, the Rebel Kit. KIT stands for kinematic in didactic, so for the education industry. But it was like always in life, the first visitor who saw this Rebel kit said, this kit is perfect, I want to put it over the head into my machine, because then I can use 3 cameras out of my machine, because the Rebel can move 1 camera to every position. This robot only costs around 4,000 euros, is only 4 kilogram. The weight is only 4 kilogram. It can handle up to 1 kilogram payload, and through the lightweight, it's perfect for mobile robots or mobile applications in general. This is our first mission, affordable robotics, but for sure for an affordable or low-cost solution, there have to be more. There have to be grippers, there have to be vision, or perhaps also not igus, other robot kinematics. And therefore, we started 4 years ago our mission with the marketplace for low-cost robotics with 2 guarantees. The first guarantee is that every part you are choosing into the shopping cart fits together. So you get the guarantee that everything works together on software and also on hardware side. The second guarantee that you get is that every product is focused on low cost, and you can prove that by yourself with a live price. From the beginning up to now, we had more than 2,000 projects, and we collect more than 400 different applications, low-cost solutions for your inspiration or for your copy and paste exercise directly online on RBTX, because you can see what is used, you can see how it's used, and you can directly build it up by yourself. One really new thing is the RBT experience. So we get the demand or the feedback of the market that our customers want to build up, for example, this beautiful table that you see before with the rebels, but for their dimensions. For example, in this height, this length, perhaps I want to have a backplate, I want to have 2 doors. On the desk, perhaps there has to be something for sure, because it's automation. There can be a robot on the table, there can be a gripper in front, and also a 7-axis. This configurator takes you into the journey of your own configured robot cell or robot table in this case. It helps you because you don't have to think about designing holes to mount the robot plate at the table, and you don't have to think about if it in the end really fits together. In the end, you get everything shipped directly to your site, and you can build up the full solution. Now we have a cheap robot. We have an affordable full solution with many parts. Something is missing, the integration part, so the programming part in the end. And that brings me to the next new thing, the Any app. The Any app is a software which can handle any robot. That's the idea. Not because we are thinking we make better software than the robot manufacturers by themselves. This app is just focusing on really, really easy pick-and-place applications. In the end, the low-cost solution customer don't want to think about if they want to use a big robot for big loads, a small robot for small roads. In the end, it always have to be easy to program that. Easy and having fun engineering by doing complete solutions brings me to my last point, the egoversum. From now on, we have the possibility to program our robots totally digital, and for this use case, we will take you to the moon. In this case, I'm programming a humanoid robot directly with these controllers. I'm putting the igus flag, placing the igus flag directly in the moon. I think we are one of the first robot manufacturers who are doing this on the moon. And this is my last part. One example for using virtual reality to program real robots in real life. And I want to hand over to Marco because I'm pretty sure you have a lot more good examples what to do in virtual reality.
Thank you, Alex. I think so. Yeah, it's a pleasure for me to introduce you the Igoverse, but instead talking too much, I take you directly on a trip into the Igoverse. Enjoy. The idea of the virtual world came to us during COVID. Less exhibitions, less travels. How can we demonstrate our products, collaborate with customers, create new solutions with and for our customers? We see several pods behind me. In these pods are the igus industry worlds located. But not also the industry worlds, also machines from our customer, like the machine from Escalator. We will join now. Now we're in a customer pod in the Egoverse, and we see a machine from Escalator. On my left side, we see the CEO of Escalator, Dina Wright. Hi, Dina. How are you?
Hi, Marco. Very nice. Nice to meet you here in the Egoversum.
Which kind of machine do we see here? And what is it for?
So Escalator is a machine producer, and this is a laser machine for surface treatment. And what we do, in fact, I'll give you a little tour. So an object is put in here into the machine, then here it is lasered. And in this cabin, there's a camera which works with AI, and we constantly manage to have the perfect laser settings through this AI. And then here on this side, on the right side, the piece which is lasered is taken out and put into one of the boxes. In fact, with this Delta robot from you, yep, here it is. I'll show you where it is placed. And in fact, this Delta robot from igus takes the product and puts it into one of the boxes.
Oh, very cool. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Marco. It's a pleasure for us to be here at the Egoverse with our machine.
And now let's go to the industry world. Here we are in the offshore pod and meet our colleague Tim. Hi, Tim. Great, we'll come upstairs. Hi, Tim.
Hi, Marco.
I see many different parts here. Why?
Yeah, this is our E-loop, and we are using this energy supply system for top drive drilling units on drilling rigs. We are not only supplying them for new builds, but also for retrofits. That means we are replacing an existing system from the rig with an E-loop. And I'm using VR to show our customers how easy it is to integrate an E-loop into the rig, and what are the challenges with retrofitting an existing service loop with an E-loop. So we can go through the installation process step by step. This saves us time later when we're installing the system on the rig. And of course, since we do not need to travel to the rig, this is also very reliable.
Oh, very interesting. Thank you, Tim.
Thank you, Marco. Bye.
Let's go ahead to the brand world. See you. Bye.
See you.
We are almost at the end of our Igoverse tour. We see here a digital booth, and we also see Michael Blass. Hi, Michael. You're here and not in Hanover?
Yes, Marco, I'm in Hanover, but I'm also here in the Igoverse, because I'm just taking another look at our booth, which is being built in parallel here in Hanover. We are presenting the interaction of digital tools with motion plastics for more than 25 industries. We have more than 10 digital services to make it even easier for our customers to access the right igus motion plastics product in a playful way. For example, identity, the fast spare parts search with artificial intelligence. An application is photographed and AI directly recognizes which igus part is in it. The online store is reached in a flash and the product can be ordered. This saves downtimes. But we will also showing news from our change recycling platform, which we launched a few months ago. Here customers can have their plastic components recycled and at the same time processed material in the form of regrind and regranulate can be bought or sold. Recycling made easy. Just 3 clicks, you can become a participant of the circular economy. Also on the digital booth, we will be showing our construction machine. Why? because we want to demonstrate our new igus Go app. Take a picture of an application and with artificial intelligence you will right away to be led to the igus parts that have potential to be used in this application to make it lubrication free.
From small and clean to very large and heavy, we can also provide that in the energy chain sector. Clean rooms are becoming increasingly important in more and more industries. In the production of highly sensitive products, for example in the semiconductor manufacturing, they have become an essential part of the process. Especially the production of lithium-ion batteries, a key component of electromobility, requires very special conditions, which are achieved by combining dry and clean rooms. The requirements for the abrasion resistance of moving components are particularly high, because any contamination has a damaging effect on the product and the process. Due to the increasing number of plants and automation of the systems, the need for suitable energy chains is also growing. The quality requirements are constantly increasing, on the customer side as well as on the side of the test standards. Therefore, we cooperate with the Fraunhofer IPA Institute, where our energy chains are tested in standardized motion cycles. This allows us to make a clear statement on the cleanroom classification of our products. For the combination of the ISO cleanroom classification under dry room conditions, the IPA has developed a new type of certificate. Our E629 energy chain has been proven in cleanroom applications for many years and is now the very first energy chain ever to successfully pass this test. The result, ISO Class 4. In the IPA's new dry clean cape, cleanroom suitability was tested at a dew point of -40 degrees Celsius. These dry room conditions correspond to a relative humidity of 1% at 22 degrees Celsius room temperature. At the same time, we test the E6 connectors in a dry room in our own test lab. About 10 million double strokes have already been achieved and the tests are still running. So far about our small and clean products, and now we come to the very large and big products. Jörg, it's your turn.
Thank you, Christian. Not only the demand for cleanroom solutions continues to grow. In view of the climate crisis, more and more companies are turning to sustainable technologies. This is an important topic of concern for port operators who want to make container shipping more sustainable. 5 major European ports have agreed that by 2028 container ships will be supplied with shore power. Our shore power solutions protect the environment and contribute to an improved carbon footprint in the world's ports. Providing shore power for a complete container ship is a major challenge. The position of the container ship, the guiding of medium voltage cables, and the safety features are just a few of the challenges. The igus solution is our new e-chain reel, which was developed for the high standards in ports. A motor-driven and drummable e-chain system that functions like a mobile power socket. Travel lengths up to 100 meters are possible. The e-chain reel enable a clean power supply for different types of ships during the light times in the ports. The needed power can be like that of a small city. In contrast to power production of the ship by diesel power, the supply with shore power protects the environment and the health of the people in the port areas in the long term. The mobile and space-saving e-chain reel system is easy to handle and also increase work safety by preventing plugging under voltage. Expensive medium voltage cables no longer lie free on the terminal, thanks to the e-chain reel. They are protected from abrasion, cuts, and other damage. A special chain with rollers ensures an especially long service life for the cables and minimizes the drive forces. This also saves drive energy. To increase system availability and the service life of the energy chain, our smart solutions for condition monitoring and predictive maintenance can also be integrated. Richard Habering will now show you our smart plastics innovation in the igus test lab.
1.5 trillion US dollar. A lot of money. And these are roughly the cost which the 500 biggest players in the world pay for unexpected downtime, for example, of those 6-axis robots. And our first news this year is a brake detection exactly for that robot for preventing those costs. I would like to show. So, stop, my friend. So, imagine it hooks anywhere here. I imagine with the sample, it cut the triflex, and this little gap is enough that the sensor detected, and the sensor on the robot is there, and this will stop the robot immediately, and there is nothing more to do than to repair one link, to reconnect it, and restart the robot. And just with that, you save 1.5 trillion US dollar. They are not so much, but at least no downtime costs. This is a bus cable, an Ethernet cable. And the magenta colored cables in the chain are bus cables, chain flex bus cables, specially made with guarantee for the e-chain systems. So used in the industry, there's the cabinet. Often there's the static part, will be guided anyhow to the machine. Connected, runs by the cable, runs by the e-chain, and from the e-chain, probably it runs by the three-dimensional robot, whatever. So all these parts are really stressed by dynamic influences. So, and if something happens, if the transmission feature goes down, our news this year, the CFD monitoring system for Ethernet will detect it, will show the percentage of the transmission quality on a display, and as soon as something is going down, this percentage will run down, and if the transmission feature really goes below a level that nothing works, the system will show exactly how far is the distance until the error. So that makes it easy for the maintenance guys to identify the reason, the root cause, change it, restart the machine very quickly, reducing time for looking for the mistakes, preventing unexpected downtime, with the percentage information. This, at the end of the day, saves money. Yep. This is a baby. It's simple. You need a diaper, you need some milk, and it grows. Or probably you need a little bit more. You need to sense it, you need to know it's hungry, it's tired, or whatever. Yeah, for that you need a little bit more sense to provide everything that the baby is able to grow. And this is what we're doing for your applications now with the supervised igus smart service for your applications. You allow us to save application information together with our product informations, and this gives us the possibility to remind you if things needs to be done, like an inspection or at the end of lifetime, probably also the replacement. But there's time enough because we call you early enough to do that. And also you have the possibility, with the access to the system, to order spare parts, to get informations, to get support, or request a service, or much more better, order some sensors for your system, igus Smart Plastics, which will protect your chain against bad things. This is what we call from now supervised igus Smart Service. Thanks a lot. And now you have to go to bed.
Yeah, we don't go to bed yet. Let me take you back from Richard's baby, from the avatars we have seen in the Igoverse, back to ASEAN and the real world. So fantastic news. Now you surely will ask, yeah, how can we realize in ASEAN that these products are also available in the local market? So Frank earlier on indicated we have to make it easy. And how can we make it easy? By obviously having all these products, or the majority of these products, either on stock in the respective entities in ASEAN. Therefore, we had to make sure that our supply chain is in place. We set up the entities over the last couple of years. We have the igus setups in Indonesia, in Thailand, in Malaysia, Singapore, as well as in Vietnam. And not only the setups, not only the stocks, not only the expertise also to build these products, but also the people who can support our customers by engaging them, by telling them, by informing them what needs to be done. And therefore, we have also the two experts of two of the products unit here. That is the bearing products unit and the e-chain product units. And they would right now take over and tell us a little bit about more. And we would start with Ryan, our product manager for bearing products. Ryan, we cannot hear you.
Sorry, I was muted. Just now I was muting just in case I accidentally say something. Okay, sorry. Reintroduce myself again. My name is Ryan. Forgive me for my harsh sound because I'm still a bit down by the weather. So basically, I'm the product manager in charge of the linear bearings, or dry lead as we speak, for ASEAN. So today I will be representing the products, some of the selected products for our bearings division for 2023. So, hold on. So basically, as you can see here, for our dry tech or drying tech, basically there is quite a bit of different divisions and different products. So we will not go through every one of them. So we have already pre-selected a few of them and we will showcase it now. Video on. So basically, one of the products that we are recommending this year is basically the Igildor TX1, which is a bushing, small bushing you can see here. So basically, this is one of our igus standard product, and we are expanding the range this year with the 2 and the TX2, TX3 series. So what is so special about this bushing is it is maintenance free, it is dry running, so meaning that there is no need for any form of lubrication throughout its lifetime when you are using inside your equipment, which is fantastic to be used inside equipments like the cranes, equipments like you're using for agriculture, where dust, dirt, everything is very detrimental to the equipment. And because we do not require any form of lubrication or any form of oiling, so there is no chance for the dirt and dust to actually be trapped inside the system and destroy whatever it is inside the system. On top of that, our bearings are actually suitable for very, very heavy loads. So there is no worry about being used in very heavy equipment, because one of the most best success we have is actually used in the ship to shore cranes, where these cranes carries containers which, as you know, are very, very heavy. Another product that we would like to talk about is basically the Iguball, or the direct replacement for any JC bearings, which you see over here. So these bearings also has the same properties as our igus other products, which is lubrication free. And on top of that, there is no need for maintenance, meaning you do not need any oiling, no need any greasing, and it just runs. And it is also splash proof, water resistance. Hence, you do not have to worry if you use this in an environment where there's lots of water, or there's dirt, or there's dust. So it keeps running continuously until it's time to be replaced. And last but not least that I'm going to talk about is basically our linear bearings over here. So these miniature bearings, which my colleague Michael has introduced a bit just now, you can typically see these bearings all over machines. However, the difference between us and them is that we are running dry. There is totally no form of lubrication, needed to run our bearings, and you do not see any balls inside the carriages, and you can just take in and out from the sliders, as you can see over here like this. If you use a typical system, once you do that, all the small balls that helps the system to run would have dropped out, and you create a hell lot of mess on your production floor, but not with our systems. And like I mentioned, there is no need for any lubrication, meaning you save on the long run because there is no need for you to purchase any additional lubrication to be used in such systems. Hence, you will always be running 24/7. So with that, I have finished with the key products that I would like to introduce for our end, and I will hand over the mic over to my colleague, Dennis. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. Thank you, Ryan, for introductions. And for me, I'm Dennis here. Thank you for having me. I would share with you my slides shortly. Improve what move with igus 2023. So as usual, you have heard earlier on the previous earlier slides that we have 190 new products. So certainly I would not be able to show you 190 products for sure. And I have my own preference. So I am the energy chain product manager that in charge of the cable carrier system. So in fact, a quick summary, what is that? So energy chain itself help to manage anything that moves. So when you have a machine, that you spend millions of dollars, thousands of dollars on machines, you want the energy to have a constant flow of movement without breaking down. That's our job here. So we have the complete system from energy chain, including the moving cables. We can make it even into ready chain, ready cable, and also we do harnessing as well. In fact, as one of the slides earlier, the team also shared that we do retrofit. So that falls under the engineering project area, that we can do that for you as well, something that is even not in our catalog. So well, back to the main topic, the all-time favorite this year for me. In fact, we are focusing very much on the EV. So EV, there is two meaning. So electrical vehicle and also electrical vessel. Why not? So then this year we have, we call it the IMSPO. So this system itself is able to power up a vessel. And now, you know, after COVID, the shipment is all going crazy. It will require a lot of vessel coming in. You can see there is a video. Now I think we are showing a video. You can quickly see that with the new igus roller chain technology, this IMSPO is able to travel up to 400 meters on the berth itself. So in fact, we have also some inquiry asking for 1,000 meters. So we are working on that as well. So in fact, you can see it's very simple system where everything is neatly organized on the berth, where we have a power charging point because the vessel is very long and it can be having a power supply from any part of the vessel. So that portion itself, we make it convenient. So with that adjustment, we make it neat, tidy, and easy to control, of course, with all the safety feature. So it's just a press on the button, I get the vessel charge up. And when the vessel is enough charging, and then we just safely unplug it, as simple as that. So this also help on the carbon neutrality. So we wanted to aim and achieve as much as zero power, zero pollution to the air. So in the end, the IMSPO can reposition itself for the next vessel. Doesn't matter which part of the vessel require the power cable to be excluded from the charging point. So there is also a signaling light, right, for safety. And you can see very simple pull out of the cable. And that again, you can see the safety feature is there and plug on. So again, all this, if you have more interest in that, yeah, sure, we can get a meeting for you and discuss more in detail, right? So safety for us is one of the key importance, especially we are not talking about just car alone, we're talking about the whole vessel. So the next slides, I would show you basically it's the EV topic. So in fact, in Singapore, it's a big topic right now. We're talking about parking station here and there, and we make it simple. It's like entire module itself just for you to park your car and to charge it up. And in fact, you can see the name here says E-Track 2.1. Well, means we have a 2.0, maybe we have a 1.0. Yes, there is a lot of improvement over the years. So with the E-Track 2.1 itself, unfortunately, I do not have the physical sample with me right now. I can't show you, it's big. But fortunately, I have a colleague right now in Cologne, right? He can actually show you. So we have, thank you, Kira, please.
Yeah, hi Dennis, thank you. I will show you the new E-Track 2.1 right here. First of all, I would like to show you that we got a design award for it. So it has a really slim design, and you can look inside. It's much smaller now than the first one that we designed. The first one I could not even look over. And we reduced the size roughly about 25% by using roller cages here instead of full rolls. And I'll show you just how it works. You just pull here and it will stay like this, and you can plug into your car. And once you want to go back, you just pull again and put it right here again. And yes, the glass is just for show. Normally it's like all gray, and it has a really, really nice design. And maybe Dennis has some more information about it for you.
Thank you so much, Kira. So as you can see, the system itself is very neat, very tidy, compact, and we can achieve roughly about 1.2 meter of retraction, and it will keep back itself and it will lock itself in place. So these are things that we have for E-Track 2.1, my all-time favorite. So with that, I will pass the stage back to Anna.
Yeah, welcome back. We hope this was interesting for you. Our experts are now, would now be ready for your questions. It seems like there are none at the moment. Of course, you can always get in touch if you have any questions at a later point in time. So don't hesitate to get in touch. But there are two more topics we would like to talk about. And the first one is clean room. We also have a lot of new clean room products this year. And since this is also a very important market for Asia, we have our expert Kira Vella with us. You've seen her earlier with the E-Track. And she's also our expert for our clean room products. Hi, Kira.
Hi, Anna. Thank you.
She will show you the highlights.
Thank you. I just show you a few of my highlights because we have a lot of news for clean rooms, since it's a really developing market and very important. I'm just going to show you the C629, which is a smaller version of our first C6 that we showed. And here it's important that the connections do not meet each other, so there's no particle emissions here. And we made those sidebars from ESD material, because clean rooms are mainly used for ship production, and these are ESD sensitive parts, so there will be no fields and they will not harm those parts. The material for the cable touching parts, crossbars and inner separations is made from our bearing material Iglidur J, because here we found out that it's the best gliding partner for any cable that you can use inside. So even though it's an open E-chain, it can be easily used in clean rooms and will not harm any products. The second product I want to show you is our SKS24. We now have 4 sizes from this tube, and it's certified with ISO class 1. So if you have the cables inside, no particles will come out. And it's also very usable for any clean room that you have here. So the last product, which is my favorite, is our E-Skin Flat, which is kind of like a clean cable that you can see here. And normally we have white ones. This one is black because it's also made from ESD material. So here also no ESD parts will be harmed if you use it in the clean room, and all our standard products can be used. So we have a wide variety of mounting brackets, inner support chains, and also cables specially designed for this. So these are my 3 highlights from the clean room products that we introduced this year, but there are many more, and you can have a look on our website about those. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Kira. Another important topic is our energy supply solutions for shore power. And Dennis has already mentioned it earlier in his presentation. And as far as I know, we have a very recent application about this. And for this, I will hand over back to Carsten to tell you a little bit more about it.
Yeah, Anna, thank you very much. It's true, it's correct. Yeah, we have a first application for a shore power connection in Singapore. Unfortunately, I can't tell you too much about it because obviously we sign an NDA for that. But what I can tell you, it's again based on a so-called e-loop system, what we normally use for top drive applications. In this case, we use it for a shore power connection to a floating lab, basically a fix. And here you see it already, Kira has this product in hand. So this is only a fragment of the product. So we can extend this product along the rope with many of these, I call it round featured bumpers. This is basically the cable protection system. So the medium and high voltage power cables are inside and connecting again the vessel or the platform to the onshore racks. So this is a true application which will become real already end of this year. And we are working with selected companies in Singapore, but also in Vietnam and Thailand actually already on significantly more projects, which also gives us the confidence and the feedback that shore power applications, switching off the engine of vessels, of platforms is a very hot topic. And we are developing more products and more opportunities in this direction.
Thank you, Carsten. We have now already come to the end of our press conference and would like to thank you very much for joining in. If you're looking for the press kit, just scroll down on the page and there you find a button which says press kit. If you click on it, the download will start automatically. And also if you have any questions that you haven't asked yet or any questions that come up later, please feel free to get in touch. We're very happy to answer your questions. So thank you very much from Cologne. And I hope to see you soon again.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.